guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to do my first ever book haul. As someone who just got back into reading in late November, early December of last year, I have purchased 15 books collectively, so not a ton, but enough that I feel like I can do a book haul. I don't really have any particular order to go in. I'm just gonna grab them as I see them. You can tell what these ones are from the spine or from the, what is it called, sprayed edge. I might as well just do it. The Imperium series, I was gonna say the Fourth Wing series, but the Imperium series. These ones were both right at the beginning of my reading journey, and then this one is a recent purchase. I think I bought this in February, so I bought it last month. Obviously, you know what these books are. I think they're like one of the most hyped books up on the internet. I couldn't even get access to Onyx Storm for so long because people were going insane pre-ordering them, going in person, purchasing them for absolutely no reason. Just kidding, I support the hype, I guess. But Fourth Wing was such a good book. I rated it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Iron Flame next, 3.75 stars. I rated it, but still I enjoyed it more than most people did. I thought this was a good purchase. This was a good addition to my shelf. And then honestly, if you haven't read the Imperium series, which I feel like most people know something about them, I'll tell you really quick. It's about a girl, frail and fragile, goes to dragon riding school, rides dragons, goes through war, overcomes challenges, fears, speculation, and finds love. Onyx Storm, I'm not gonna tell you my rating because I actually read this in a recent reading vlog that I'm uploading soon. So if you would like to see my rating on this book, subscribe and watch my next reading vlog. Let's go here. I have Normal People by Sally Rooney. This book I bought because it is so insanely popular just because of its writing style. I feel like people say that she writes so differently, and I think I picked this book up to separate from all the fantasy books I've been reading and like have a little bit of a gap. I have yet to read it, so only thing I know about this book is what it says on the back of it, which basically just says Normal People is a story of mutual fascination, friendship, and love. It takes us from the first conversation to the years beyond in the company of two people who try to stay apart but find that they can't. Is this a love story? Is this a romance? I don't really know. Like I said, don't know much about it, but I bought it, and it just helps that it's kind of pretty, right? And it was on like the banned book table, and I was kind of like in the mood to buy banned books, but yeah. Go this one, Twisted Love by Ana Huang. This book I have seen both positive and negative reviews surrounding. I also believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is like one of those billionaire romance tropes, and I have never read one of those. So I just was like, you know what? I want to see a rich trope, a rich romance trope. You're the light to my dark, sunshine without you, I'm lost. It says, Alex Volkok is a devil blessed with the face of an angel and cursed with a past he can't escape. Driven by tragedy that has haunted him for most of his life, his ruthless pursuits for success and vengeance leave little room for matters of the heart. But when he's forced to look after his best friend's sister, he starts to feel something in his chest. A crack, a melt, a fire that could end his world as he knew it. Be for real. I don't know if I'm gonna I don't know when I plan on reading this book, but I'll read it because I bought it. 7 Year Slip. This is the first book, I think. This is one of the first books I purchased getting back into my reading journey. The first book I read, and I hit off with a bang. I thought this book was a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. To this day, I really like it, and I would even, dare I say, re-rate it and give it a 5-star because I thought it was so cute and dainty and just such a nice little romance book. It really is nice. This book follows a girl who's grieving her late aunt, living in her apartment. That's probably the worst kind of grief, like you're living in her apartment after she just recently passed away. This apartment can time travel, introduces her to the man that ends up being the love of her life. This next section is a series. You can tell by the colors, the ACOTAR series. The ACOTAR series. These ones I bought, I think I bought these literally in December. I read Court of Thorns and Roses right away, really enjoyed it. Beauty and the Beast retelling, really. I think everybody has read these by now, but Beauty and the Beast retelling, I would say. I gave this book a 3-star read. I thought it was not that great until the end. The last like 150 pages, carried that book, carried. Next, Court of Mist and Fury, 4 stars. I know this is people's absolute favorite. I don't know, I liked it. It's a thick, how many pages is this book? 624 pages for essentially a romance book covered with fantasy. I enjoyed it though. I can't remember what I just said I rated it, so I don't remember what the rating was, but I remember purchasing it. I remember like frantically going to the store to buy it. I enjoyed it. If I want to get into book talk, booktube, this is like a must. This is like a stamp of approval. There's no way I could start a booktube and not have read this series. So moving on, Court of Wings and Ruin. This is the one I have yet to read. This is the one I'm struggling to get through. I'm on page 162. But it was a cute purchase. Like, look how pretty. And I bought them all from Target. Literally 12 bucks each because Target has like their app that they price match. $12 each. Very affordable, I think. What's next? I'll put these books back up here. Let's do this one next. Animal Farm. I bought this for intellectual purposes. I really wanted to to read things again. I was into buying banned books at the time. I bought this in January. But yeah, not much to say about this. I read it in high school. I wanted to reread it and to go over, like I said, all the things that I would have noted of in high school or made a point to learn about, all the themes and underlying tones, political tones in here. I just really wanted to, and it's also kind of cute. I know the message isn't cute, but like, look how cute that is. A Little Life. This is one of the first books. I purchased this book at the same time I bought 7 Years Slip. One of the first books I purchased getting back into reading. I was really excited to read this book until I saw all the reviews and how like intense it is and how intimidating reviews make it seem, so I just never end up getting into it. I will. It's on my ever-ending TBR, but all I know about this book, because I try to go into every book blind, is that it follows a group of, basically what's on the back. Sometimes I don't even read the blurb, but it's about 4 college students who are all like broke or they have their own life issues and they're in New York searching for fame and fortune is what it says. But their friendship is really held together by one character in particular who's extremely hurt or has had a hurtful childhood and has like unspeakable childhood trauma is how it describes it. Yeah, it says it has a masterful depiction of love in the 21st century within this brotherly bond between them, and he is pretty much the only reason that why they remain friends. It's the childhood trauma that scares me, that everybody's like, look at the trigger warnings, scarred me, changed my life. So I don't know what happens, but I know that for some reason it has everybody spiraling. So that's the only reason why I have yet to read it. Red Rising. This book I'm so excited to read. This is a recent purchase. I bought it literally like a week and a half ago. I'm pumped to read it. It's a sci-fi. And what made me buy it, the thing that made me like, of course, I've seen it all over the internet, but the thing that made me buy it was on the back, it says reminiscent of the Hunger Games and Game of Thrones. What do you mean by that? Now I have to buy it. You said the Hunger Games? Yes. You said Game of Thrones? Never watch it, but I've heard the best of things. So, and when I hear Game of Thrones, I think dragon. I think fairyland, fairy tale-esque vibes. Vulgar, but good. I don't know. I'm excited to read this one. Like, I'll read the blurb. His wife taken, his people enslaved, driven by a longing for justice and the memory of lost love, Daryl will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. That sounds like something I want to read. That's all I had to say, so I purchased it. I was gonna say, literally at the beginning of this video, how my buying when it comes to books is so good that I only buy a book that I'm gonna read immediately when I get home, and yet half of these books I have not read. Ledgendborn. This is a new purchase. I bought this when I bought Red Rising. Also haven't read it, but I'm so extremely excited about it. I saw a lot about it when the new book of Blood just came out, I think it's called. Or Bloodmark, something. I don't know what it's called, but the newest book in this series just recently came out. Everybody was talking about it, so naturally I went and purchased this book. I don't know what it's about. I don't really want to read the blurb. I just want to be pleasantly surprised whenever I open it up and read it. I think maybe that's laziness and maybe that's going into a book open-minded, because I never read the blurb. I'm literally just too lazy. Like right now I'm just looking at words, I'm not reading them, so I will be pleasantly surprised. This is on my ongoing TBR. Every book apparently is on my TBR. Next one, not the last one, my second to last book to talk about, Eargon. I actually think I'm going to return this book. I bought it with Red Rising and Ledgendborn, and here's the thing. Apparently this was a very popular book that I missed growing up. Like this was a hit with the people. I'd never heard of it. I just saw it out on the bookshelves and it looked really interesting to me, and it is something that I would love to read, but I cannot stand the margins in the book. I don't like that the page numbers are here and the margins are all the way over there. I cannot stand it, and I know I should have looked at that before I purchased it, and it's my fault. But like, why would they be like that? Why would it be like that? That's the only excuse I have for returning it. I might not even actually return it because it feels wrong to return a book, but this is why it caught my attention. When Eargon finds a polished blue stone in the forest, he thinks it is the lucky discovery of a poor farm boy. Perhaps it will buy his family meat for the winter. This, to me, I was like, ooh, that sounds like Akatar. She was hunting and she was looking for meat for the winter. She was trying to save her family. But when the stone brings a dragon hatchling, her meat was really a wolf, which we know what that was. Eargon soon realizes he has stumbled upon a legacy nearly as old as the empire itself. Overnight, he is thrust into, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's thrust into a new world overnight. It's giving Akatar, but cooler, because it's a dragon, you know? I might still read it. I've been debating. I just really don't like the margins. And I should have looked at that before I spent $17 on a book, but we live and we learn, you know? Last but not least, this is my all-time favorite book that I still am in the middle of. Sunrise on the Reaping. You might know this because you've watched my recent vlog. If you haven't, you should, but you don't have to. It is rereading the Hunger Games series in preparation for this book, Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm 50% through, and the only reason why I'm still 50% through is because I'm slowing down, because once it's over, it's over. Once I've read it for the first time, I've read it for the first time. So I'm taking my time. But this book I know is going to be like a 6-star, God tier, the best thing I've ever purchased ever, and it was worth I think it was $30. $27.99. It was worth basically 30 bucks. It's beautiful. I bought a new bookmark for it as well. I want to make some bookmarks, but I'll give you a cute bookmark haul too. The book is always better from Target. It was $8 for a pack of 2. And then I'll show you it without the dust cover as well, because I actually haven't even looked at it without the dust cover. I've been reading it with it because it's just like so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's literally my favorite thing, like my favorite purchase in the whole wide world right now. Yeah, that is my book haul. Should I put these books back up here so when dude, does anybody really care about that? It's literally on my bed. It's not like I put it on my bookshelf downstairs, but yes, thank you guys so much for watching. That is my collective book haul of all the books I have purchased over the last 4 months. So really not that much. I've been really good about using Kindle Unlimited and reading those books when I have the chance to, but I also just canceled my Kindle Unlimited, so there might be a chance that I will be purchasing a lot more physical books or going to the library a lot more and actually like not buying every single book I read. So yes, this is my book haul, my first ever book haul of 2025 or of this channel or in general of my lifetime. So it's been an honor to give you guys a book haul, genuinely. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see me reading some of these books, the ones that I have yet to read, I will be doing reading vlogs of all of them, so subscribe if you'd like to. Thank you for watching. That was like the most awkward outro ever. But yes, thank you so much for watching.